everybody. This is Ginger, and this is Ginger's Chat Show. I hope everybody's well and safe, and feel sorry for the guys in the Outer Banks area in North and South Carolina. Uh, you're really getting inundated with water. I hope none of the homes fell down or anything or went up to the ocean. Um, which is a shame. You put all that money in to have a summer home, and I'm sorry. And this happens. Anyway, it's Friday, August 22nd, 2025. And as usual, Taco Donnie's trying to do all these distractions and everything, which is not working. Um, he was going to make a great big announcement, and through his panic, he canceled that. That's why he's called Taco. Um, he always runs away or he always chickens out. Okay. Um, so anyway, I don't know if this occurred yesterday or not, but he claimed that he was going to go out and do patrols with the National Guard and everything in D.C. Well, I have not seen or heard any of the coverage on that, or if that event, that particular thing was implemented, because I'm pretty sure that the Secret Service said no, but hell no. Um, Again, he is not smart. He is dumb, he is stupid, and he doesn't listen to anybody or anything except for himself. I don't think he listens to himself either, but you know how that goes. So, anyway, I have not seen any intense videos of that on YouTube regarding that. So, uh, as always in Taco, Trump always chickens out. And so I think he chickened out. Now good news. Kilmer Abigail Garcia was released from criminal custody, and the judge ordered that, and he said there's no reason for him to be there. He is released to go home, and he's a free man. Um, he went home to Maryland, where he lived and worked, and I'm hope everything is put back to normal, and with his two kids. Um, and I do hope Mr. Garcia sues the DOJ and Trump for everything they have. Because what they did was wrong. Very wrong. You have to have solid proof about someone, and they didn't. They just didn't show any proof that he did all this. And they just wanted to pick a person and make him a stooge. Or that's the term. Um, so DOJ, which is run by Nome and by Bondi and Nome and Patel, Cash Patel, uh, I think they need to be removed from office and let the professionals handle everything. Because hypothetically, what if they've been attacked and the FBI didn't show up or anything? You know, karma's going to bite them. It really is going to bite them. And I hope next year, in the midterms, that the Democrats are being given a great big boot out the door. Of course, we keep talking about it and everything else, but we also need to start putting things in action. With the thing that's going on with ICE, you know, invading people's homes or businesses and everything else. Those guys are a bunch of bullies. And you know what? If a lot of the population had their way, take a rope and start lassoing them. Lasso up the ice and hog tie them. Okay? What they did was wrong. What they did was against the law. They were not following procedure. Okay? And a lot of people that were well informed when confronted by ICE and go, okay, where's your warrant? Where's your paperwork? Show me your paperwork. And a lot of these guys, so-called ICE, uh, doesn't understand. They're just being bullies, is what they are. And they're former prisoners themselves from January 6th. They were January 6th convicts that should be back in jail. Okay. Um, so I hope that Congress next year is heavily Democratic and independent and no GOP in office. The GOP needs to be banned and given the boot. Because they don't know it. They don't have any originally that were with the Republicans. Uh, they left. The original Republicans left the party. Okay? And the Republican Party, I think the reason it was chosen for that was it was very weak. It wasn't strong at all. It wasn't strong like the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party was very strong in all aspects. Okay? And they believed in the Constitution, believed in following the law. Well, the GOP did not really follow the law. Okay? And they go, oh, well, there's some Democrats that didn't follow the law either. But I bet you that they were Dinos, Democrats in name only, not true Democrats. Okay? So, people don't like my opinion. Well, that's just too bad. You know, that's the way I see it. Okay? And people need to open their eyes and really look at the whole situation. Ask questions. Go to your favorite AI chat, AI app, and ask it a question. Do your research. Okay? But I'm glad that Mr. Garcia has been released and he is home. And I think he should spend as much time with his family, relaxing and everything else, and then start getting things back to normal and working normally. And I hope he didn't lose his job. I hope his boss kept the job open for him. And as I said about ICE, they need to be banned. They need to be shut down. And they go, well, what about immigration? Well, immigration issues, have customs handle it. Or have or ask the police to do it. Okay, even though I know the police have already a lot on their plate anyway. But really, the crime issue has really gone way, way down. Okay? Oh, like here, you know, sure you'd hear cop sirens going by and everything else. Go, well, hey, maybe they're going after a person speeding through town, or somebody stole a car, or, yeah, and heaven forbid, any kind of assaults or anything that's going on. And then, of course, you hear a lot of sirens, fire truck sirens going through here, too. Um, like last week, there was a brush fire down near my daughter's, and so of course they got that out. But hey, but I have not seen or heard anything happening here. There were no ice up here at all. I haven't seen or observed any ice here. Uh, well, here in Washington State, we wouldn't tolerate them. The governor said they will not support ICE. And of course, Trump earlier this week said, well, he's going after, or Bondi says she's going after all these sanctuary cities and everything else. In other words, she was bullying and intimidating the governors, as blue state governors. And you know what the blue state governors told her? Go take a flying leap. And even Governor Ferguson told her that. Oh, another thing that happened too today, and what was actually happening happened yesterday. Of course, you know Texas pushed through the gerrymandering thing, which I think they done illegally in Texas. Uh, and they're sending it to the Senate. Now, I don't know how many are Republicans or Democrats in the Texas State Senate. I don't know. I think the majority of them are Democrats. And if they are, I'm sure that they'll send it back to the House and say, nope, you did it wrong. And there, people in Texas are resisting too. They're resisting uh, Abbott. Um, Frankly, they should give him the boot. Do a recall on him and Paxton. Okay. Um, and California just redid their uh, just remapping of their district. They do this every 2 or 3 years. Well, every few years after if they need to reset the maps after the what's it called? Census. Okay, after the census. Well, normally they said now they've been doing it every 2 years because the population's been shifting so much. So they have to adjust everything. Now California is bigger than Texas, and California is the third largest state that puts out the output on stuff. Well, you know one other thing they need to change while they're at it? Make the red states stand on their own 2 feet and keep the money here in the blue states. Don't let the blue states should not be supporting the red states. Red states need to stand up on their own 2 feet and grow up. Um, and better vetting of candidates, both federal and local, too, to make sure you don't have problems like we are having now. So anyway, I'm gonna check. Let me check my calendar here. Hold on. Oh, let's see. Okay, I will see you on Monday, and and I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, root for your favorite teams. You know the thing. And uh, keep an eye on the sky. The storms, things are not over yet. There's another, I think, two more storms that are coming in Florida, down in the Atlantic region, and so they're keeping on it. What the other one behind Aaron is Ferdinand. They're just keeping an eye on it. Right now, they're both tropical storms, but they can go into hurricanes. So, Aaron is trying to hang on, and so they're keeping an eye on it, but it's weakening. So, once again, the colder waters, it will weaken. It feeds off of hot water, or warm waters. It feeds off that. So, anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Love to all, and thank you for watching. And be sure to get on my subscription list on my YouTube channel by the same name, Chidger's Chat Show. I will post this video on there. Okay? I'll talk to you later. Love you all. Bye bye.